Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Well, thank you very much for joining us at the It's Wellness Tour. Today, we're going to take you around the rooftop gardens here in the Ginza, Tokyo metropolitan area. And also, we also hope that we can show you around a bit more about Ginza so that you can experience here in Ginza at real time at this moment from your comfort places. Well, I'm your guide today, Kenji Murai. Nice to see you. Today is a great day over here. We have just passed through the typhoon over last night, but look at this. The skies. It's very clear and a little bit hot. Well, the temperature itself is 27 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Well. So it's a bit some breezing over here, so it is very comfortable walking tour. Well, for the next 1 hour, we're going to take you around Ginza, and then hope you enjoy and relax the tour from here. Now let's start. Well, we're here at the current place is called the Ginza 6 Gardens, which is located on the 13th floor of the building called the Ginza 6. Ginza 6 is a kind of a shopping complex building, which is open in the April 2017. This Ginza 6 building contains the 240 shops and restaurants. And as a matter of fact, the state-of-the-art building is also here in Ginza 6 building. Well, this is a great environment itself, isn't it? Well, you can see there are lots of greens and the plants over here, and then this is great atmosphere here. Well, this Ginza 6 garden itself is around the 4,000 square meters, which is around 1 acre big. And then this contains the 4 parts. One is this forest, the corner, forest place, and also the Watson Basin place, and some lawn place, which is where I have started the tour at the beginning. And also that there's the corridor or walk-through area. You can take a look at all the Ginza or Tokyo from this top of the floor. Okay. You can enjoy the great sky and greens over here. You cannot believe that this is the just middle of just the center of the Ginza or Tokyo metropolitan area. Well, by the way, have you heard of the word called the Shinrin-yoku? Well, Shinrin-yoku is a forest bathing in English. It's a term of it means therapeutic walking in the forest, capitalizing on the healing effects of trees. It is said that Shinrin-yoku relieves from our day-to-day pleasure or stress. I'm afraid that I can only show you through this website of just a screen, but the image of the green itself could heal the minds, according to the study of the University of Michigan. So that take a look at this green from your screen. Hope that it can relieve your day-to-day stress. But I hope that once the COVID situation is going to be end, I hope that you can enjoy directly here from this green. Well, I just mentioned that the COVID, just because that we are still under the state of emergency due to the COVID-19 situations. So that I'm going to wear the mask, but probably next time, the camera turning back, I'm going to wear my mask. So just excuse me. Here you go. I just mentioned that there is a great the view from here, and then this is kind of the corridor, I would say, or go. I mean, the path throughout the over. We can go around this rooftop area. Okay, let's go walk by watching those greens over here. There's a variety kinds of plants and the trees are stated over here, and you can see those probably you name it. Probably there's lots of the plants over here. Yeah, sometimes that you can have a kind of a maple trees or pine trees, even the cherry blossom or cherry trees is over here. Because just because of depending on the seasons, probably the peak or you can enjoy the flower depending on the time seasons. Yeah, some flowers over here. It's nice. It's pretty. This plant called itself the Komurasaki. Well, I'm not so sure about how you call it in English, but Komurasaki itself is a small purple. Yeah, there's some small things coming in on the leaves. It's just very beautiful. Yes, there are certain kind of a wooden bench that you can just enjoy the scenery from here. Probably we can take a look sometime later after this. There are lots of variety of the plants and the trees over here as well. Yep. I'm not quite sure about you can hear the sound or something, but we can have some breeze over here. So it is very relaxing and comfortable over here. And you're seeing those greens and blue skies. Well, it's perfect for walking. I especially like the sound like leaves are clicking out because of the thanks to those winds, and so that you can enjoy some greens with the sound as well. Yep. Some maple over here. Yes. Yes. Well, you can see the lots of greens over here and the trees and plants. This is great. Well, the Ginza 6 building itself is a very big one, and then this garden itself is the biggest, largest the rooftop garden here in the Ginza area. We have just walked through just the 1/4 of those rooftop garden itself. You can have a quick scenery from here. I mean, you can tell that we are on the 13th floor of the one tall building here in Ginza area. Well, one more thing I would like to introduce about the Ginza itself is the Ginza is a place we treasure both of the old one and the new one. Well, this is one of the examples. We have this shrine, the Kakugo Inari Jinja shrine. This small shrine is it is a very good long history. And this prevents from the fire, which in about 400, 300 years ago, the fire has very much in trouble for the people in Tokyo area, just because they are living very squeezed in the very small place here in Tokyo. And the fire itself is the probably biggest concern about the people who are living there. So that's they were worshiping of the god who prevents those disasters. At this moment, we are here in the northeast corner of this building. Northeast has a certain meaning. It's in Japanese, it is called Kimon, or Gate of Daemon. The Kimon or Daemon Gates itself is a very bad luck place, the corner of the place. So that people tend to place this type of the Ginza or shrine to prevent from the demons coming in. So this is the very much meaningful the place and the Ginza itself. Of course, after this building has been built in the 2017, this small Ginza or shrine has been relocated from the other buildings. Other buildings is the Matsuzakaya department store. This is kind of an original department store before this Ginza 6 has been taken place in the 2017. Well, the Matsuzakaya itself is a origin from the central Japan, where in the around Nagoya. But they have a history about more than 400 years. They're very traditional and one of the oldest department store in Japan. They have come to Tokyo about 260 years ago by acquiring one department store in Tokyo. So that the name of the Tokyo's department store was called Matsuzakaya, so that they renamed itself as a Matsuzakaya, and then they opened their shops or their department store here in Tokyo. So 200 something years ago, there was a M&A here in Japan. Well, this type of the history, and then all the traditional the items over the station and in this one of the newest building or shopping complex here in Ginza. Okay, then let's go back to, probably you can see some scenery from this rooftop gardens. We are very lucky that we have a very good weather today, so that you can just enjoy the blue sky together with great greens. That's in the middle of this kind of lots of the buildings around of ourselves. So that I'm not quite sure that you can see this in the middle of the town, so that you can there's some noise from helicopters above us, but you can feel another Ginza atmosphere, of course. Can you see just in front of us? Can you see the certain tower? It's a gray tower just in front of us. This is called the Tokyo Sky Tree Tower, which is the very new tower. It has been 334 meters tall, which is around the how many feet? I'm not quite sure, but these are the tall buildings, and tallest is the tall building here in Japan, and then it's called it's just you can go over the very top to see not only the Tokyo area, but also that all those the surrounding area we call the Kanto area. So this is a great place to visit. But from here, it might be very small, but very close to close to it, it's a huge building towers. All right, there's lots of the buildings also the under constructions. There's still the even though that we have lots of the buildings already here, but reconstructioning also the renovating of those areas that still continue, so that the Tokyo is still growing in a way. Well, we're coming back to forest zone. You can see you can enjoy another greens over here, and lots of a kinds of variety, kinds of a the plants and trees. It's we're in the shade, so that the screen might be a little bit darker, but you can still enjoy these greens. Yeah, just about said that the Tokyo sky tree was, I said that 364 meters tall, which is around 2,000 feet. My quick calculation is correct. Well, one thing I need to remind you is that this Tokyo 6, excuse me, the Ginza 6 garden itself is currently closed just because of we are still under the state of emergency due to the COVID-19. So that we have special permission from the building to get into this area. And also that you can say that probably the garden itself may not be well maintained at this moment, just because that the garden itself is very close right now. So for details, if you have very much interested in, please check out the website for further details. Okay. So probably you can hear and enjoy those gardens, and then we're going to see to take a walk for the next one, and we're going to introduce. So between that, we need to be excused for about 3-4 minutes. We need to going down to the elevators to the ground floor. So that's during that time, please enjoy the certain slides we have been prepared. So we're coming back 3-4 minutes later. So for now, we'll be right back. Hi, we're back. We're just getting down to the first floor of a Ginza 6. So let's take a walk. Watch out for the, well, since the Ginza is, of course, there are lots of huge traffics over here. So you need to be very much careful about this. Well, I have just mentioned that there is a shrine on the top of the Ginza 6 building. But for this building itself, there is a small shrines over the top of the building. This building is mainly for a restaurant, but they serve a great beer, which is my favorite. And I really love this place to come to, to have a beer. And on top of the building, there's the shrine, and also that they protect here in the Ginza area, and also that this building itself from probably the fire, preventing fires. But one unique thing is that they're going to give the god a beer instead of the pure water. So this is something great. And then probably they're going to feel the gods very much comfortable so that the people can be eased. We're on the heavy traffic over here at the Ginza Chuodori Street. We're going to cross the road. And yep, the fire departments are on over here. You can see this is just the middle of the town. All right, let's cross the street. Okay. Some emergency cars over here. Excuse that for the noise. Well, we had just get over from the Ginza 6 building and heading to another destination, the Ginza Mitsukoshi department store. I just wondered that somebody knows what Ginza means. Well, in Chinese characters, Ginza is written as a silver mint. Well, in Edo period, which is around 400 years ago, the government then was mining the silver mint coins. And originally in the Chubu area, which is the central part of Japan. But in 1612, also around more than 400 years ago, the silver mint coin, the building or function has been relocated around here. And since then, the government is producing the silver mint coins over here in the Ginza area. And after the Edo period, which was around 160 years ago, new government has taken place. And the name of the Ginza has been started used as the name of the town. Since then, Ginza is over here. Well, it's Sunday, and we have a 3 days weekend. It's the middle of the day of the 3 days holiday, so that's lots of people getting outside, and also that the kind of the traffic is getting heavy. Well, you can see that the Ginza 6 building. We have just been there, and can you see the top of the glasses? Top of the glasses on the top of the building. Yes, those are the place we were there about 10 minutes ago or so. So we have been coming down to here, the ground floor, and heading to another place, another rooftop garden places. Well, this street itself, this two-old building is very much renowned as a Hokosha Tengoku, or pedestrian paradise in English. Pedestrian paradise means that since we have a heavy traffic over here day to day from time to time, but one certain time period from a noon to 6 p.m. and over the weekends, and also that's on some holidays, Tokyo government going to shut down all those traffic, and then they open for this road to all those people who are walking. But at this moment, but these days, that due to the COVID-19 situations, they haven't done this type of the events for about a year and a half. Just across the street. One thing I should add of the Ginza 6, the building itself. It's about the hybrid of the new and the old. I have just mentioned about one example with the shrine over the top of the rooftop the building. But the other one is in the Ginza 6 building in the basement. They have a no theater, no NOH. It's a performing arts of a origin from the 16th century, when the government or shogunate area, the shogun has preserved those, the treasure those the culture very much, and they haven't developed since then, and it is getting very popular among the samurai, the world. Those no theater is dedicated for the no performing arts, and then this is the great example, I would say, but the sort of a mixture or hybrid of the new and old here in Ginza. Great weather today, so that's lots of people over here, and we're not the only person. I mean, shooting in here in the Ginza. All right, we're approaching to the almost to the Mitsukoshi department store. But before that, we need to crossing the Ginza Yonchome crossing. Well, yep, the Ginza 6 building is over there, and then we're about to head into Mitsukoshi, Ginza Mitsukoshi department store. Yes. All right. Right now we are in front of the building called the Kyukyodo building, the Tokyo Kyukyodo, the building itself. This is I'm not the person from this store, but this Kyukyodo is selling very great, kind of Japanese traditional the stationery like a washi or Japanese paper or some brushes. And also they are even, they sell their incense itself. This is a great place. But the reason I introduced this Kyukyodo is not only that we are studying I may be advertising those products, but here is exactly the place. The piece of road costs you. It is the most expensive place here not only here in Tokyo, but in Japan. And surprisingly, those expensive price hitting the top of the all those roadside price list for more than 23 consecutive years. Okay. Looking across the street, and the left hand side. Oh, very good job. Okay. Cars coming from the side. All right, across the streets, there's a building called the Wako, the building. They have, you can see the clock towers on the top of the building. Well, this is kind of a landmark for Ginza, and also that's this is the one of the probably the most very famous for the taking pictures of those probably about the sites of Ginza. Well, building itself is the second generations built on the early early 20th century, and then the watchmakers called the Seiko. Probably most of you may heard of the name of the company. It is Seiko's head office is located on the top floor of this building. We can take a cross to the across the street again to Mitsukoshi department store. Might need to a bit hurry up because the traffic is so heavy. Okay. Yep. We're here in the Ginza Mitsukoshi department store building. Well, this is very much one of the very famous or very prestigious department store here in the Ginza, and also here in Tokyo. You can see these lion statues over here. This is the kind of a like a symbol for the Mitsukoshi department store. Well, the lion. This is not exactly the statue, but the lion statue of the Mitsukoshi department store itself has a history from 1914. Then executives of a Mitsukoshi department store visited London, and they were so impressed on the lion statue. 4 lion statues stated in the Trafalgar Square in London, and then they had so impressed about the lion's statue, and then they have they decided to place order. Okay. And this Ginza Yonchome crossing, this is the heart of Ginza and heart of Tokyo. This is probably the most, this is a great landmark for Ginza, not only Ginza, but in Tokyo as well. Probably you might be familiar with these sites. Probably you might have seen some guidebooks or whatever the photos. Those describes the Tokyo, the scenes from Tokyo. All right. Then let's take a walk. Well, it's Sunday morning, and then right now it's 10:30 a.m. So lots of shops have started their business for the day, and lots of the tourists, and also there's some visitors are coming to these places. But you can see the Tokyo is a very much planned the city. That even though those big streets, they have neatly planted all those trees. This is to keep the city clean and green, so that's the people living and visiting here in Tokyo has been more having more relaxing and living time. Well, this street is called the Harumi Dori, Harumi Street. This is one of the main street here in the Tokyo metropolitan area. And if you go straight all over this place, then the road leads to Tsukiji, which is it used to be the great fish markets over there. It has been already relocated to the other place called the Toyosu. But the Tsukiji the market is a great place. But also the further down, there's the place or sites. It used to be the athlete village. They have been used for the Olympics and Paralympic Games. It has been held in the few months before. So those are the surroundings of the area for Ginza itself. Here you go. We're now here at the Mitsukoshi department at the entrance for the elevators. So we need to be excused for another 3-4 minutes as we need to go up to the stairs to see the beautiful rooftop, another beautiful rooftop gardens. So we will be right back. Bye-bye. Hi, we're back. Hello, we're back. We're now at the Ginza Mitsukoshi department floor, and here is on the 9th floor. There's a beautiful gardens over here. Well, the size may not be very big compared to the one we have just visited, but this garden is beautiful, coordinated, and then you see lots of flowers, and the plants are also blooming, depending on the seasons. So they kind of people in the Mitsukoshi departments very cleverly thinking about how to arrange those plants, even over the seasons. So you can enjoy this garden all through the seasons itself. Okay. So I think you have been seeing the slides. That's some shrines over here in the Ginza. I have just mentioned that the other one is the Ginza 6 garden, but also that the beer restaurant on the top of the beer restaurant. There's another shrines over there, and this one they are some shrines, but also that they are some great the place to visit. So let me introduce for first, and also that we need to say hello to this this important persons for visiting us here, and then thankful they are visiting here to Ginza Mitsukoshi. Okay. Yeah, I think that the greens over here is beautiful, isn't it? Well, here is a place probably you may need to visit when you come here for the Ginza Mitsukoshi department store. This is a great place to visit over here. And then I think I can show you something. Well, there's a some temple over here, and then next to it, it's shrines. I mean, for the big, I mean, for this building, a small building is for Shuse Jizo, which is the originally from a major area around the 160, 70 years ago. This, as a matter of fact, this is kind of replica of the Jizo itself, the statue, but small one is placed inside of the small building next to it. This the Jizo, it has been discovered from a underground of around this area, and then people worship this small Jizo statue, and then treat this Jizo as a guardian of the neighborhood. The Jizo itself is the name of a kind of a the trainer to become the Buddha itself. And then the Jizo is in short as a kind of a part-time Buddha, I would say. The Buddha is, of course, the savior of the earth from a Buddhism perspective. And then when the Buddha has been passed away quite a long time ago, and then it is said that the Buddha is going to be reborn sometime later, a few billion years later. So during that time, in order to cover the knowing existence of the Buddha as a savior of the on the earth of the world, Jizo is taking place as a part-time Buddha, so that the people just worship the Buddha. The Jizo as a representative of the Buddha itself. So this is a very good place. And then the people just worshiping those guardians. Well, next to this shrine may not be included into the slides, but this is the especially for this Mitsukoshi families. For this is the itself the Mimeguri Ginza is the name of the the name of the shrine, but it is the kind of a god respected for the original family of the Mitsukoshi department stores family called the Mitsui. This is the guardian or the god for Mitsukoshi or Mitsui family. So you might have seen that how to visit the shrine in the slides previously. So that I think that I can promote how you can visit the shrine. Okay, then let me do that. Firstly, you need to purify your hands before you visit the shrines. So just taking the water. Yes, yes. And sometimes you need to purify your mouth, but under this circumstances, probably you just need to purify your hands only. Okay. And next, come in front of the shrine and prepare certain small change, right? Like this, and put into the saisen box, which is collect some small change or small donations. And this is how you visit the shrines. 2 bows, 2 claps, and 1 bow. This is the kind of traditional way of doing. So 2 bows, 2 claps, and another 1 bow. Well, this is during those praying that you can make a wish or thank for God for your the happy life with the family, or whatever you want. I mean, this is a place you can be relaxed and you can be healed from the God's power. Okay, this is it. Well, let's take a walk then. After the, we have just said some greetings to the gods and also the Ginza, so that we can visit the garden itself. Let's go. Well, here it's very green over here. Okay, just in front of here, probably before we are taking a walk, probably you can have some quiz. I have been explaining about some Ginza and also the piece of land of the Kyokyo, the building. So we have prepared the 2 quizzes. So could you please share the slides for us, please? Okay, the first question. Okay, first questions. How large is the Ginza area? We're saying that the Ginza Ichome, that's the first district, to the Hachome, which is the 8th district. There's 8 districts of the Ginza area. How big it is, you think? There's 3 options. One is the 0.9 square kilometers, which is around 0.35 square miles. B, 3.4 square kilometers, which is around 1.32 square miles. And C, 5.9 square kilometers, which is 2.28 square miles. Well, take a guess and please choose whatever the answer you think. Well, the answer is A, 0.9 square kilometers. Well, I mean, I think that the half of the participant has been correct. I mean, made the correct answer, I guess. Yeah, I have mentioned that the Ginza is just a small area, and yeah, probably the some of yourself is that, I mean, remember those comments itself. Well, the option 2, the choice is 2 of a what was it? The choice 2 is the area of the size of a the Central Park in New York. So here in Ginza, it's just the 1/4 size of a compared to the Central Park in New York. Okay. All right. Then the quiz number 2. Could you share the slides, please? How much is 1 square meter of the roadside land in front of the Kyokyo building? I have mentioned that the price is very expensive over there, and then it's been 20-something years they've been the top of the list. So how much is 1 square meter of the cost? Number 1 is 46 million Japanese yen, which is around 420,000 US dollars. Number 2, the 35 million yen, which is around $320,000 dollars. Or number 3 is 64 million, which is around 480,000 US dollars. So please think about what will be the answer. Okay. Well, the correct answer is again A, 46 million Japanese yen, or $4,200,000. Well, I think that probably almost all, I mean, most of you has been answered that the $320,000, but that's even more expensive as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, that this size, this is the kind of typical postcard of Japanese, the postal things. This postcard size of the piece of land in front of the Kyokyo building costs you more than $6,000. This is that expensive for this. Okay, well, then let's take a walk. I think that there are lots of greens you can see over here. These are the plants neatly planted over here that you can enjoy. Yes, there's some names also. Probably the name in English also there. Yep, Shimatori Neko, Roxas graffiti. Well, there's a lots of it. Not only the Japanese origin plants, but also that's all the other Westerns or overseas from Japan origins. The plants over neatly planted over here. This is great. As a matter of fact, one of the most favorite rooftop garden here in Ginza, as a matter of fact. Oh, lavenders. Oh, we have just passed through the rosemary. Some small maples over here. Yeah, lavenders. Well, it's gonna be a great season to see all those flowers, Bundy, but this is even great. It's called the Santorina. Symphrina. Well, these are the great things. Some cherry trees. There's a variety of the types of the plants and the trees over here. Yeah, some beautiful maple trees over there. Yes. And then over here, there's the place called the Terrace Farm. Well, place, this is the Ginza, the terrace. Especially, well, we have a special permission to get into it. Well, thank you very much. This is great. There's a beautiful, to manage those plants with the kind of kids with the, the kids of the school around here, so that they are beautiful, maintain those flowers. This is a great place. Not only see the certain beaches over here. Oh, this is not the place, but there's some other gardens in the rooftop garden of the other buildings. They are keeping bee to collect the honey from them, and then they even those collected honey can be used for some cake and some bread. Even that's to purify as the honey itself, and then they're selling the breads and the honey as a Ginza branded the one. They have Ginza Hachimitsu projects or Ginza honey projects. So they are greatly managed those the projects over the last few years. So if you have the interest of those Hachimitsu projects, please check out their website, which is great. The activities itself. So that yes, these are the great trees. Well, just there's a logo of the Mitsukoshi department store. It's just under the this logo. There's a beautiful maintained gardens over here. So yep, you can see that you can see which is called that this is a rooftop gardens. All right. So let's come back to see they're growing some sweet potatoes and some peanuts they're producing. Well, thank you very much. This is this is a great opportunity. The occasions we could visit this farm. Yeah, this is a great experience. And some area also that through along this wall of the building, there's also some trees also planted. This is also great. Yep, these are the lawns. It's a very unique and probably thinking that looking at these greens, you can be healed, and then relaxing during your shoppings over here. Okay. So we're going to take some questions over here. If there's anything I can produce a little bit more about this, probably over here. Probably I can take the one. Just a second. Oh, is there any entrance fee for Ginza 6 garden? Well, yes. I mean, as for this Ginza Mitsukoshi, the terrace, and also that's the Ginza 6 garden, there's no entrance fee at all. You can visit here and there freely, with no cost at all. So, which is, I mean, very much wide open to the public, and then they are, providing you those type of the relaxing space. Wow, you can hear the sound of a Wacos clock tower. Well, so that coming back to the the entrance fee, they can free of charge. I mean, you can just feel it, and a great atmosphere over here. Well, did you hear the? Oh, you're still listening. There's a bell. Well, it's about an hour since we haven't started the tour. It might be the time to close this tour itself. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and I hope that you have been enjoying the tour for the last 1 hour. Oh, that's the. Oh, there don't seem to be very many people on the tour street, but will there be more people from now? Yes, it is. It's still early morning. Like right now, it's 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. And then, yeah, as I mentioned, that this is the middle day of the 3 days weekend. So, and then we have just proved the typhoon overnight. So we might be expecting more people rushing in, especially here in Ginza, probably here in the Ginza Mitsukoshi department store as well. Okay. There's some more. Whoa. Where's the grassy area for this one? Well, this is the not specific reason, but the lawn yard is to make the visitors feel ease and relax. I mean, just seeing those greens, you might be relaxed, and then coming back to the inside of the department, probably make another shopping probably. Well, this is just protected. I mean, prohibited to get into to the inside of the lawn zone. But this is just because they are still trying to grow more about, so that tentatively we are not allowed to get into this place. But I mean, looking at those long growth, I mean, the zones very closely, it's the great the view even from here. Yes, I mean, bees we saw, but any other birds or whatnot. Well, there's the birds are also coming in. I mean, even here in the Tokyo area or Ginza area, even the middle of the Tokyo metropolitan area, we frequently see the many kinds of birds, and they collect some some seeds from the flowers, and then lots of they can sometimes eat the small worms on the leaves or some of the plants. So this is the probably the Ginza may not be the place is the kind of the dirty image itself. I mean, they're clean and lots of green, of course, And then the birds and bees and some of the insects also coming around, just because people try to preserve this type of the greens and the trees itself, so that we can live together with greens in this middle of the Tokyo metropolitan area itself. Okay. Well, it's about time probably. We need to leave. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you enjoyed this virtual walking tour. And I hope that you can, right after the COVID-19 situations, you can directly come to here, the visit here in Tokyo, here in Ginza, and see directly enjoying these greens, and also some shoppings, of course, here in Ginza itself. Well, it's time to go. Well, thank you very much, and hope to see you soon in the next occasion. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.